guys, welcome once again to our channel. Welcome to our channel. If you're not subscribed, remember to click on subscription button down below to subscribe, like, and comment. And also, um, we just got monetized, so just click on the description, join our membership, and become a member on our channel. Is very, very much appreciated. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of things. Firstly, I want to say a big congratulations to Melody
Oh, yeah, that's
because
wonderful.
she went to do as in I've always known Melody is one person that aspires to do a lot of things. You would know with the way she talks, the way she moves, the way the way she carries herself, you would know she has plans for herself. So I'm literally very proud of her. She went ahead and she's the co-owner. Like, it's not easy to be a co-owner of anything, but she went ahead and be a co-owner of a whole TV, a whole streaming service. Like, I don't know. I did a video about it earlier on in the week when it first was announced, but I just wanted to say it again that I'm literally proud of her.
Yes, I am so proud of Mel. She's doing great things. She's a mover, she's a shaker, she's a real boss. You know what I'm saying? She's not faking about nothing. Her attitude, she stays poised. She's beautiful. Like, what the heck was Martell thinking? You know what I'm saying? But she's the golden goose that got away. You know what I'm saying? Now he just chasing ducks. you know. But I am so proud of her, though. She's doing the damn
Yeah.
thing for young mothers, showing that, hey, after a heartbreak, sometimes God will separate you in life from something that you adore, that you love, that you hold high on a
Mm-hmm.
pedestal, you know. And when he does that, yeah, you're going to shed tears and everything. But what you're actually shedding is the old you. It's almost
Mm-hmm.
like a funeral service.
Mm-hmm.
When a woman sheds a tear, it's almost like
Yeah.
a renewing, you know. Uh, Something spiritually comes over you, and you can do better, and you go out and do better, and then you go out and you be great, so touche, hats off, bra off. Girl, you doing the damn thing. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. And when she put out the post, she put this in her story. She said, I literally didn't know when I would make this announcement, and instead, I just worked silently behind the scenes. But today is the day. I am thrilled and thankful for all the opportunities that have already come with this venture. Hashtag legacy. I'm telling you. So, yes, head over and subscribe. It's free because we will be adding even more amazing content. Yikes, your girl owns a network. Watch us grow. She needed to be proud of that. It's not easy to own a network. It's not an easy thing. And she did that with everything that has been going on in her life, her issues with her baby daddy, you know, everything has still strived and
Hmm.
accomplished that. Like, man, she is somebody that I look up to. Like, she has done, I mean, and she keeps on people like us that her fans. She keeps us making us realize that you being a fan of mine is worth it. Like, I'm not, I don't know how to put it. I hate saying, okay, this person is my fan, then I realize that you are just, oh, kind of useless. And I'll be like, okay, why did I even pick you as a fave of mine? But she keeps on reminding me why I literally like her, I literally love her, why I always have her in my mind. But
My
there's something I wanted to talk about. There's something that's been, touching my mind. One. The fact that, okay, now she's a co-owner of a network TV, and
mhm.
we all know she's on own TV. What do you think is a melody? Would she leave on now? Would she leave Love and Marriage Huntsville and focus on this new venture? Because I kept on thinking about it during the week that, okay,
Mm,
now that Melody owns her own network, we should
mm.
decide that instead of me doing my show on own, I can literally do a show for myself on my own network to be
You
more
know,
profitable for her. She can decide who and what and how things will go instead of being
yeah.
somewhere that she's not protected. They always backslide her. They always talking at her back. They always want to do something funny. It's. I feel like the question is, do you think she's gonna move to Nuban and decide to have her own show on Nuban instead of working or continuously having Love and Marriage Huntsville on own?
Well, considering everything that we've seen, and
Yeah.
everything that we've been researching, if it was me, yeah, I move on. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, who needs constant reminder, of Martell and all the crap that he does? And, who needs any of that? You know, like I don't know how often they shoot. Is it, you know, every other day, once a week? I'm not sure. But just all in your face, your ex all up in your face, and he keep doing dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to see it either. Once I'm done with an ex, I am done. You know what I'm saying? I move
Yeah.
on. This world is a big place, you know, and you can really go out and get lost in it. You know what I'm saying? So if I was
Yeah.
there, yeah, I have my own network. That's like having your own house when you used to sharing a house with somebody that you don't want to
Mm-hmm.
really be with. It's like having your own house. Yeah, you gonna move in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna leave your old furniture right there because you got some new stuff coming. See what I'm saying? So yeah, I wouldn't blame her if she did. Because nobody needs to be harassed or embarrassed of
Yeah.
your old life.
Mm-hmm. And the fact that we have cases of ex tapes going around, you know, him literally harassing and embarrassing her. So I feel like for me, I would wish she should leave on TV.
Yeah,
Since she has her own network, I feel she should leave on TV and move on and go for greater things. That's how I do feel.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna follow her wherever she goes. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, she's younger than me, but yet there's things that I still can learn at this age. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, I love women who build other women up. You know what I'm saying? Even when
Mm-hmm.
you don't have a lot, we should always build each other up because you never know what type of life that person had or what they're going through, or if they just needed somebody to say, "Oh, wow, your hair is cute. Oh, I love your earrings." You know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
not to be fake about it, but be sincere because it's something to love in every woman. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? When
Yeah.
I look at women, it is something to love in every woman. We're every shade, we have every hair texture, you know, we're we're beautiful in our own ways, and we're unique. And that's what I love, and I love building women up. You know, I keep my ears to the ground. So,
Mm-hmm.
I'm resourceful. I'm resourceful as hell around here. I've helped so many people, so many women. And it's good to be resourceful because then you could pass that information along, because it's not going to do me no good. I mean, I don't
Mm-hmm.
need it, but I
Yeah.
I learn about things. So if I see somebody, I'll be like, hey, you know what? I heard a da 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 da, you know, and they go, oh, really? You know, I mean, from brand new washing machines to brand new, I'm telling you,
Mhm.
brand new washing machines, brand new stove, refrigerators, microwaves, air conditioning units. Girl, look, I am resourceful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So, yeah, I love it when women can build each other up and help each other out. I mean, we all sisters, you know?
exactly. So I love the fact that everybody's thinking along the line that she should live on TV, because I don't want her to be somewhere that she's not protected. She's not
Exactly.
liked.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
yeah. And another thing, I was like happy for her that this week she had a collaboration again with Jubilee. And we know that the dresses are always killing. Like, I
Yes.
especially love this collection. I don't know, this mellow heat. Like, it was heating up. It was
Yes.
actually heating up. I loved this particular collection.
Yeah,
It was so beautiful.
I loved
And
that.
a melody with her face cut. Like, I don't know. There's this beauty about her. I don't know. I feel like she will look good in anything.
Yeah, she would. You know,
I
she
feel like, yeah, go
go ahead.
ahead.
Well, I mean, she has a gorgeous face. You know what I'm saying? Whether she's wearing her hair short, long, you know, her face is flawless. And her eyes are inviting. You know what I'm saying? There's a
Mm-hmm.
softness about her. She didn't let any of this harden her up, which a lot of women do. You know, they
Mm-hmm.
they get hard and rough you know, and I'm guilty of that myself. Seriously, I
Mm-hmm.
am. Because I'm kind of like tit for tat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you know, uh, people get tired. Women get tired. I'm
Yeah.
trying to change my ways. Though. I'm trying to change. You know, but she's inviting. She's like the type of sister girl I would go up and just be like, "Girl, let me hug you." Because I know you've had a rough, but damn, look at you shine. You know what I'm saying? And her fashion on the show, from day one, when she had the little bob blonde hair.
Yeah.
Okay, her fashion then, I was checking her out and I was like, okay, she's sporty. You know what I'm saying? So, she's developed over these years, and blossomed, you know, like a cocoon to a beautiful butterfly, and her clothes are just, they're on hip, and I was checking out the prices. It's not really expensive. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. They don't make it. That's why I do love her collections with Jabulin. It's not really that expensive. And I
No,
think they are always considerate on, like, okay, most people are not buoyant enough to be able to afford, expensive clothes. But if you look at the quality and the design,
exactly.
it's good for it. Like, it's good for it.
Exactly.
The designs were like, I immediately, she started posting a lot. I was like, man, this collection is doing it for me. I think this is one of the favorite collections that she has brought. I think they've done about three together. I don't know whether I'm correct here, but I think they've done three collections together, her and Jabulin. I think they've done three collections.
Okay.
But this particular one, this mellow hit, this one,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, it just, as it blew me away. And Melody is looking beautiful, younger. I don't know. There was something about those pictures. I was like, man, look at what Mattel missed out on.
Yeah,
Look at
exactly.
what he missed out on. Like, Happy is missing out on this because literally we don't need him there again. But there is one thing about someone making you so proud that you know that wherever their enemies are, they will be like, whoo, I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have acted this way to this person. At the end of the day, this person ended up being better than I am. So I know that a lot of them are hiding in the bushes. Those that literally haters of Melody, they are all hiding in the bushes right now and being like, oh, Melody is doing great. But they don't want to come outside, this kind of thing. They don't want to come outside to celebrate, to be like, okay, I see you, I see you. They'll be in the
Hmm.
corner in their houses or in the bushes, be like, wow, she's doing amazing. I can
Right.
remember when Marcel said that Melody is doesn't have the brains for business. Look at someone that doesn't have the brains for business. She is literally an owner of a co-owner of a network TV, and literally bringing out collections that are looking amazing and looking younger. Like, I feel like, I don't know whether it's only me, but I feel like the time she still left Mattel and now, if you go through her pictures during the process, she's looking younger than the time she was with Mattel.
Yeah, that stress she was carrying, she probably knew deep down inside. A women's intuition is really on target. You know, she was
Yeah.
probably feeling like, hey, something is not right. And she probably was feeling it for years, you know, but trusting and loving, a person, and
Yeah.
you trying your best to believe, but when you find out they shit really stinks, you know, and they're still trying to tell you, hey, no, that's roses you're smelling, you know, it kind
Mm-hmm.
of insults your intelligence, you
Yeah.
know, and it
Does.
makes you say enough is enough, and that's when God, sometimes I was saying before I lost my train of thought, I was saying that, sometimes God will separate you just so he can bless you because you're around the wrong people, you're sitting at the wrong table, or the wrong people are
Mm-hmm.
sitting at your table.
Mm-hmm.
He
Exactly.
he'll hold those blessings off so you know you can get those bigger blessings later, you know and
Exactly.
those are
At this
those are things
moment,
that Martell
yeah,
wasn't going to be able to share in. You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you,
Because
right?
his love wasn't pure. His love was his lust.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
His
right
love
now, she
his
she
love wasn't his family.
she by Sheen, she by Shari has nothing on Melody right now.
Oh no.
Arione has nothing on Melody right now.
No, I
She's
seen
look
her.
right now. If I look at Arione and look at Melody, I would choose. If I was a guy, I would choose Melody over Arione because she's looking more beautiful. Like, Arione is younger, but when you look at them stand by side, you will think Melody is younger than her. Why wouldn't she look younger than her? She's the one now taking up all the bullshit that Mattel is giving, trying to be in his defense every single time. All the stress has gone to her. Now
Yeah.
Melody is living the freest, the liveliest of her life, like happy, go
Yeah.
get it, enjoying herself, like she's looking younger. So I
And
am happy. None of them have anything on her.
yeah, you notice Ariana's looking a little older.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She's the one who has all the stress. Martell calls her and say, "Hey, I'm gonna be over," you know, and he does that probably when he feels
Mm-hmm.
like it. I mean, you know, like honestly, he needs to sit down and raise at least one of them kids. Since Melody got those handled, raise your little son. You know,
Yeah.
because he seems like he needs his dad. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just sad. But hey, you know, tangle lives we weave when we try to deceive. You know,
Yeah, exactly. But at the end of the day, I am so happy for Melody. She has, like, I am proud to be somebody that started watching up the show and I fell in love with her. How would it have been if I started watching Love of My Husband and I fell in love with the Scots?
Uh,
or anybody. So I am literally happy that she was the one person I saw, and I was like, yeah, I love this lady, and she hasn't disappointed me for one. So I am literally so proud
yeah,
for her. And I hope that she goes further and further. Whatever dream she has,
yeah.
she should,
She is gonna go further. Watch. Just
mhm,
watch. Just watch. This is magical to be here in this moment, and watch how God is gonna continue to bless her beyond her wildest dreams. You know,
mhm,
because
yeah,
I'm telling you, she was the underdog, because when I first found out that he was cheating on her, that broke my heart. I'm like, why? What is wrong with her? What is wrong that he sees in her? You know what I'm saying? If it was the cooking thing, well, dude, you got two hands, you cook, you
mhm.
know, or hire a chef, or uh, get a cleaning service to come in there and help her out as far as the cleaning. You know what I'm saying? There's things that could be done, but you know, thinking the grass is
Does
always
he does
greener,
he
when
have
all
the
you
money
see is
though?
brown.
Does he have the money though?
No, I'm saying when they were together. When
Okay, when
they,
they were together,
yeah, when
okay.
they were together, yeah, those little things could have been fixed. You
Mm,
know,
I guess then he was thinking, Mattel has this pride with him, with his body, chiseled body. He feels like he's everybody's cup of
dream.
tea. He's
No,
that
no,
irresistible. He
no.
gets what he wants. So I feel like he never believed, if somebody had told him back in, let's say, 220 or 218, that Melody would divorce him. I'm telling you, this guy would have laid almost all the money in his bank account to vouch that is a lie. Melody wouldn't have left him. So I don't think he ever thought that there will be a time that Melody would ever say, you know what, we're gonna bounce out of here. I'm tired of this bullshit. I'm leaving.
Right, right. But things happen for a reason. You
Yeah,
know,
things happen at the end of
yeah.
the day.
And I am just overjoyed that she got this nice line of clothing, and I seen some stuff that shoot I wouldn't mind having. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really cute. It's sexy. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
it it's affordable. You
Yeah.
know, so I'm very proud of her, and I love the colors that she has in these outfits. I think I seen a dress that had like some green and orange, and she had on some orange shoes. It's kind of like a wrap type of bodycon dress.
This.
No, it wasn't that.
Oh,
Even though that's bad too, I would wear that.
and she was. Oh, the model is attractive enough for you to be like, you know what? I'm gonna buy everything.
Yeah.
I was looking at the pictures. I was like, is enough for me to like. I'm gonna buy every single thing on this collection.
Yes.
That was how good it was.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kudos to the designer. Like, she did an amazing job.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Most definitely. And I mean,
Sorry, I
they
said
put, they
she.
put it together
He,
really nicely.
he did an amazing job.
Yeah, the whole
Yeah,
outfit is put together so nicely.
so nice. I know that, and I know Melody is someone that takes her time planning, and I know that if it was not perfect as it is now, Melody wouldn't have signed for it to be, released and brought up for anybody. I know she they literally did amazing.
Oh yes.
Uh, well, now we're done with that. Let's go ahead to the J Stone Real Housewife of Atlanta. These ladies be beefing themselves every single time. Now we know that on recently we got information that um Nene has been sued by her former um landlord. I don't understand why she's well. They said it was for unpaid rent, and she's being sued for 222,900 unpaid rent for former clothing store, the Swag Boutique, 3 years after the pandemic forced closure.
Mm,
I just want to read the article on it. They said Nene is being sued over unpaid rent for her former clothing store, Swag Boutique, in Georgia. The Real Housewife of Atlanta 55 is being sued by her landlord at Lawrenceville Shopping Mall, where the clothing store was formerly based. According to documents obtained by TMZ, the landlord claims Leaks first signed a lease agreement back in 2017 and then extended it for another year in 2021. The landlord claims Leaks vacated the premises in January 2022 when the lease ended, but failed to pay the balance of 22,900. The landlord alleges that they sent Leaks a letter in January. In July, asking her to pay, but claims she never did.
mm,
Now, Nini hasn't. I don't think Nini has actually responded to anything about this. But
mhm.
what do you have to say about it? Because I was literally surprised when I the news came up.
Well, you know, I, I just didn't really understand. Like, if you got the money, pay it. If not,
Mm-hmm.
then things aren't all that great. It's fine to say things aren't all that great, but you know, don't hold up somebody's money because you just want to hold it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just thought that was just kind of tacky on her part. I mean, she's supposed to be this go girl. You know what I'm saying? She
Mm-hmm.
has this money, and she's flying around in these nice outfits, and you know eating at these swaggy
Yeah.
places.
Living her best life.
Yeah, you know, but living your best life, well, that means taking care of your responsibilities and your bills. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I mean, if you
Yeah.
don't, like I said, if you don't have the money, then say you don't, but
Mm-hmm.
don't do people like that,
Mm-hmm.
because you're a reality TV star, and you've been on Broadway, and, you've had a few little parts in a sitcom, a show that was on TV, you know, and she's done a few things herself. Be grateful, be humble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because some of these
I
people,
I
they're just not humble when they make it.
I feel like just like you said, pay up whatever you're owing. You are a big name. Like you're not a small name that will say, okay, probably you don't have the cash. We know you have this cash. You
Well, remember she
you
said
are
she's rich, bitch, like Donald Trump money. Remember she was saying all that? Remember? Don't forget that. You know?
oh my god.
Yeah, she's rich. So, like, pay your bills. Because if I was rich, I, my bills would be prepaid.
Mhm. Real prepaid. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't be wanting anybody calling me up on social media because it comes with the limelight. Once you're someone of high standing, a celebrity, an influencer, or whatever way you became popular, once you owe somebody money, even if it's for the smallest of things, they will want to bring it up on social media so as to get sympathy from audience, from online, from people, and embarrass you and make you do what you didn't want to do. So I would literally be avoiding those unnecessary drama by literally.
Exactly. I remember, girl,
doing what I need to do.
yeah, one time I forgot and paid the same bill twice. And you know they're not gonna give you your money back, right? But it was
Mm-hmm.
good when they sent me a bill and I had like 200 and something dollars worth of credit on the utility bill. I was like, cool. I'm gonna do this more often. Were they sending me bills saying they owe me? That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That feels good. You know? It
Yeah.
does. It feels good. You know? So yeah, pay your bills, Nene. What's up, girl? Stop doing that.
Mm,
And I'm saying this because
exactly.
I know they be listening to all these podcasts. I know they do.
Yeah,
You know.
they be.
Yeah,
She,
they do.
was she on one recently? She was on Carlos King. Uh,
Hmm.
now what we just talked about Carlos King, her being on Carlos King podcast. When she was on Carlos King podcast, she literally said that, she talked about how she was the brain of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, how she
Hmm.
was she was the one that built the brand to where it was. She had an interview, I think was it last 2 weeks or last week? Then
Nene.
Kenya,
Hmm.
yeah, Nene with Carlos King. She
Right.
had an interview with Carlos King on
Right.
his YouTube. He had a YouTube podcast with her where they talked about the show, the Real Housewives, and the rest, and other things that
Hmm.
were going on with her. And she
Right.
mentioned that she was the one that made Real Housewives as popular as it is now. Which, yeah, I see reason with her to a certain extent that there was nobody that would call Real Housewives of Atlanta as a then, and you would not mention Nene Leaks. Nene Leaks will first be the first name on your lips. So
Yeah.
I see a little bit of reasoning with her. But now Kenya came on came on Carlos King's podcast
Right.
this week, and Carlos King, he's a very messy person,
Yes.
decided to throw back the answer Nini gave him on when she came to his YouTube channel and throw back the question to Kenya. Now let me just play for you guys what Kenya's response was.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. If I'm being honest, yeah, she she's a force all her own. You can't take that away from her. That's one thing about me. I am never going to not give you your flowers, and I'm never going to discount what you contributed to any space that you're in. She was a major force multiplier, as you like to say, of of Real Housewives, and you can't ever erase that.
Do you agree with her when she says she built the house?
She built a house.
Wow, I didn't even know my audio went off. She literally was saying she built the house, like she was literally jabbing at her. She said she built the house, but the house foreclosed on her.
Yeah, I listened to that interview. Hey,
Man,
Kenya,
that
you have
that was
got to.
shade. I was when I heard that, I was like, yeah, that's the Kenya I know
Yeah, I
with the
mean
shades.
you gotta love Kenya. I mean most people don't like her. I kind of resonate with her, on certain aspects in her life, you know, and I've always liked her. I thought she was talented, beautiful. She knows how to throw shade and she knows how to be up there with the big girls. You know what I'm saying? And yes, Nene, uh, she was like the face everybody looked for on Housewives when it first came on. But
Mm.
then it just seemed like somewhere, and I love Nene. I really do, but it just seems like somewhere, in the taping of the shows of the over the years, Nene just got like mean. I mean, just mean for nothing, you know, and and sour, you know, and she doesn't give other people grace. It's like, you know, I was seeing where a clip where she confronted Cynthia when Cynthia was giving that little wine bar tasting thing, and Nene started crying. And so she walked out, and Cynthia ran behind her and, kind of, went to consult her and everything. And Nene kind of like manipulated the situation, because Cynthia's telling her, you haven't been a good friend, and all of a sudden she's going to bring the tears. Like, that is some great acting. You know what I'm saying? That
That's
was,
been great. That's some great
yes.
accents.
I was like, I was just like over it. Nene, she, come on, remember the closet? Remember how Nene was acting in her closet, where she didn't want
Mm,
nobody all up in her closet?
yeah.
But then why bring everybody in your bedroom if you don't want to, you know, of course they gonna follow you through your to your closet, but why not shoot a scene downstairs, in your family room or your living room, in your kitchen, around the bar in your kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Your backyard. You could have shot anywhere, you know? So when she acted like that, and I mean, look, I have a lot of stuff in my closet. I'm not gonna lie. Matter of fact, I made a room into a closet room because I got so much stuff. But if a camera's following me in there, all I'm gonna do is apologize for how it looks, because it looks chaotic, but I know where everything is. You know what I'm saying? So I just didn't, I just didn't like certain things that Nene was doing, and she just started looking like a bully. Even when Candy first came to the show, you know, she was just like, she didn't like Candy. It's like people that are new, I feel like she gets intimidated by them, you know, and for what? You know, Nene's a tall drink of water. You know what I'm saying? She's a
Mm,
big girl. She's beautiful, and but don't take away from somebody else's beauty because you feel intimidated. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm. Um,
So
I
I don't know. I just kind of see Nene as like, right now she's just, I don't know, she's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? She tries to be a nice girl, but then you see the underlines of her meanness. If that
mm,
makes any sense.
well, I also feel like sometimes it's they wanted the show to look a certain way. Well, I'm not to judge her in any shape or form. I'm not to judge her. I just love the
Right.
way that Kenya shaded her. Although yes, Kenya admitted that yes, without Nene, truthfully, the Real Housewives of Atlanta might not have been
What it is.
it is today without
Right.
Nene. Well,
Right.
she was right. She was foreclosed on the house.
that,
She was foreclosed on.
that was a good one. Oh,
Like I feel like if Kenya can bring this part of her back on the show, it will be better. Now she's looking more like a big time, full flesh bully, and always being mean to people. If she can go back to that her shadiness, but with a little bit of fun, I think the show good enough for so many people to watch it. Unlike how it is a bunch of dead ass boring thing going on right now.
right. Right. I mean, yeah, I would love it if Nene came back, but I just don't want her to get out of character and be the mean Nene. I like the happy fun Nene. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The one that tries to bring the girls together, and the one they look up to like a big sister. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Not the one, hey, I'll
Yeah.
snatch your wig. Not that Nene. We don't need rough Nene. We don't need Nene. We want Nene. you know?
Not Nene.
Yeah. We don't want Nene.
Nene.
We want Nene.
Oh god.
Uh,
Then going on to the next housewife I want to talk about, Candy. Candy and Phaedra. This beef is strong. But I feel like Candy, how would I say this? I feel like right now I don't care about how Candy is over emphasizing about the issue. Let it go. She's been let off the show. Let it go. She also had a lot of things. She had some things to say about Fedora, and I'm going to play some of the things she said about
Mhm.
Fedora.
I don't owe her shit. And I would
Not a
say that to
motherfucking
anybody.
thing.
Not a motherfucking thing. I don't owe her shit. She would never get shit from me. That's one thing. The other part about that, I think a lot of people forget that in the middle of the reunion that year, she was like, "Oh yeah, how's everything going with your restaurant?" Now, people, what y'all don't know, or well, what I thought I explained back then, maybe y'all, some of y'all don't forget,
And she
my
was going
restaurant
to the
wasn't.
city and calling people. I remember you saying that.
Yes,
Yeah.
for some reason, like I had passed everything before the board, but my liquor license had not
Yeah.
been signed off on, and we were supposed to be opening our restaurant, but for some reason, it was being it hadn't been signed off on.
Mm-hmm.
And when she did that, I knew that she had something to do with it because she was cool with the person who had to sign off. Let's just
Yeah,
say
yeah,
that at the
yeah.
time.
Okay.
And so my whole thing was, it's one thing for you to try to tear me down on the show,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
But then
So this one things she literally accused Fedra of possibly trying to withhold her liquor license for her restaurant, as at that time that was the last reunion when Fedra was still amongst the cast, where
Right.
she's alleging that, allegedly that Fedra might have been the one to withhold her liquor license. But is that an evidence enough? Because me, I'm one person that believes in, show me your evidence, show me your proof. Don't go and start deducting and subtracting and adding, and when you don't really have a concrete evidence. So the only evidence she has to accuse Phaedra of literally holding a liquor license for her restaurant was the fact that she said she asked her at the reunion, how is your restaurant doing? Is that reason enough for her to accuse her, or allege that she must have been the one that was withholding the liquor license from being given to her for her restaurant?
Well, I know, excuse me, I know liquor license are very hard to obtain for business. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're a person of color and you're trying to get a liquor license for, let's say, a restaurant or a club, a bar, they gonna make you wait forever. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Mhm.
now, do I think Phaedra could have been capable of doing something like that? Well, hell yeah. Yeah, yeah. Because Phaedra was in her petty stage. You know, Phaedra was doing all kind of petty stuff back then. You know, um, for her and Candy to have been as tight as they were, I don't know. I guess that Apollo thing happened where Apollo was, putting uh cars and motorcycles at different people's houses and everything when him and Phaedra, went through their divorce. And then when Phaedra found out that Todd and Candy had something of uh, Apollo's in their garage, if you notice on that episode, Phaedra was pissed. I
Yeah,
guess she felt like that was a backstabbing, but
exactly.
it
Yeah.
her dude, her husband, was friends with Apollo. So what could Candy really say? I mean, she could have put her foot down, but then that would have caused a
Yeah,
problem between the two of them.
exactly. Considering that they were friends.
Yeah, and I by her mentioning that, hey girl, yeah, he do have something at my crib, and then all of a sudden the feds are coming to your house, like, okay, that I mean, I know the feds listen to everything, but like, did you direct them there? You know what I'm saying? So it was just a lot of messy stuff that Phaedra just started doing, for no reason.
Sometimes if you have somebody that you trust, you this person, you say this person is my close friend, my
Right.
very close friend, and you're going through something as Phaedra was going through, and you realize that this person that is my close friend is literally helping this person that she's not supposed to be helping without, okay, fine, you might want to help because your hands are tied, but at least courtesy, because we're friends, you should have told me first, okay, so what's going on? So what's going on? My hands are tied. I can't do this because my husband says we should do this, and I can't really challenge. Try to explain to her. Let it be that you have already told her this is what is going on. Then, if she's now going off after you will know that, okay, fine, I have tried.
Right.
He tried my best to tell you, but he didn't. Because I had the situation I know about two women. They were very tight. Like literally, when I say when you see one, you just don't look far away. You see the other one. They go to the same place. They're always helping each other. And all of a sudden, one of the ladies was going through a divorce from her husband,
Mm-hmm.
and the husband left the house. So she was alone with her case. The husband left the house, went somewhere else, and whenever he wants to come around to visit his kids, he never told her where he never told his wife where he was staying. Whenever he wanted to come around to visit his kids, she would be like looking for where he's staying, trying to like, know where he's staying. All this while she didn't know that he was staying in her friend's house with her husband. He didn't tell her because the husband of her own friend was close to her ex.
Right.
So they didn't tell her. Later on, I think what got to her ears that this is where your husband is actually staying. Since all this while you've been looking at for him, whenever he comes around and you don't know where he's staying, this is where he was staying. She was not even upset on the fact that her husband was hiding out there. She was upset on the fact that you know what is going on, the situation that is going on. You're my friend. You've seen me cry, you've seen me shed tears, angered, you've gone through all the emotions I have gone through together with me, and now the same person that gave me all these emotions is coming to your house to hide, and you did not say to see me. The relationship went like it was destroyed because the woman was like, it's not like you can come and chase this guy away from your house or anything because I know your husband has allowed him, but at
Right.
least
I don't think he was there hiding. I think he was hiding like a motorcycle or a truck or a
no, I'm saying
vehicle.
I'm talking about this like the situation that I was close to,
Oh, okay.
the situation I knew about. She got pissed off. The relationship between her and her friend ended that day.
Mm, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, relationships aren't easy. Friendships aren't easy, especially, when you're trying to do right by your girlfriend and you're trying to do right by your husband. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like, where do you draw the line?
but I feel like if it was me, I would
Mhm.
tell my friend. I would go with my friend and say, "This is the situation I am right now. This is what's going on, but there's
Right,
nothing both of us can do.
right, right. I mean,
The
I
situation
would
will be
definitely
how
let
it
my
is, but I
friend
just
know.
want you to have an idea
Hmm.
of what is going on." That is how
Yeah,
I would have
right.
let
I mean,
done
I
it.
can I completely understand it, but you got to understand, Phaedra just took it even further by talking about that dungeon junk.
Yeah, I know. I'm not excusing how far she took it. I'm not
Right.
excusing it for one moment. I'm only saying
Hmm.
that she was angered, and sometimes when people become angered, you sometimes we act irrational. We do things that we just from a place of hurt, and you want to hurt the other person that hurts you.
Right.
Everything on your mind is, I want to hurt the person that hurt me. I want to see that hurt from your face. I want to ruin everything about you. Sometimes we just do it out of a place of hurt. But
Right.
me, what me I'm coming from is that I feel like all this could have been easily avoided.
Right. You're
Easily
right.
avoided if you are just come and say, okay, see what's going on. There's nothing we can do about it. I cannot change it. You cannot change it, but I just want you to have an idea about what is going on. Then
Right.
she has an idea, but she realizes, she knows that, okay, I can't do anything about this. It happens in
Mm-hmm.
life. Like, sometimes we just take things very hyper. So I don't know how to put it. For me, I live my life as somebody that I really don't allow a lot of things bother me. And if
Mm-hmm.
things become like I feel like, man, this is like two-way road. I just come to a conclusion. See, I have to the both parties have to understand this is where I am, and I literally will not risk anything. If I have friends, I don't like risking my friendship for anything.
Right.
Instead, let me tell you that thing, then you decide by yourself, oh, I don't want to be your friend. But at least in your mind, you know that I did tell you, I did warn you about whatever thing. Then on your own, you decided
Mm-hmm.
that, okay, I don't want to be close to you again because of that situation. Then no, myself, I know that I tried. God Himself knows that I did try.
Mm-hmm.
But now the back and forth between the both of them, she said those horrible rumors about Candy. God even helped Candy and was able to prove that those were lies. Those kind of things are things that ruin people's reputation. It
Yeah.
ruins reputations. It ruins your life.
Yeah.
That was not it was not a small. It was not a joke.
No.
So
Definitely wasn't.
I don't support that at all. That she decided that, okay, I'm gonna take it that far. It's the situation of, you want to go low, I'm gonna go lower.
Yeah, exactly.
um,
But that was horrible. I'm glad that it didn't get as big and as it could have been, because it would have just been bad for Candy and her business and raising her children, you know, in her household. And it would have been bad for Phaedra too, because especially being finding out that it was a lie, that would have ruined her reputation. I mean, she's doing many things. She embalms people, and she's a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? It'd have been
yeah.
only like over in curtains for her. Maybe the only person she would have been able to work for was the dead. Because anybody alive would have been like, no, you're Snake. You
hmm
know?
Yeah, that's snaky movement.
Yeah.
And Candy said it in this interview. When Freda is for you, she's for you. When she's against you,
Yeah.
she's against you. But
Yeah.
I don't understand how you can switch. I don't know how. I can't switch from, I'm your friend today and tomorrow I'm plotting against you.
Well, I mean, when she first started, Phaedra, when she first started, she was just like holier than thou Christian, you know, that couldn't remember the month she was supposed to be due, because she wasn't married at the time when she conceived, you know. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, girl, who are you gonna be? You know, because everybody tells you that they met me, they know I've been the same through and through. I don't change. I don't fake nothing. I
Mm-hmm.
say what needs to be said, you know, and I'm not
Yeah.
boisterous or mean with it. I just say it, I'm the type of chick that if you got something on your teeth and you talking, I'm gonna come up to you and be like, girl, get that off your teeth real quick. Here, I got a mirror. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be like, girl, your mouth look nasty. So I'm not gonna embarrass you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So
I just feel like at this point, everybody has moved on. She's gone to marry to medicine. she's far away from Candy. I feel like Candy too should stop talking about it. Like it pisses me off every time we get to hear a lot of from her speak on it than on the show. I'm literally pissed off.
Yeah, she don't
Every
really
time she
have
goes on
too
a speak,
much to say on the show. She doesn't talk too much on the show. I mean, she
but when
says
she
enough
goes
and
to
then
her
she
speak on it on YouTube, she has a lot
oh yeah.
to say.
Oh yeah. But I'm talking about on the show. She doesn't really give us like all of Candy. She gives us some and then she sits back and she doesn't try I think she doesn't try to take the spotlight all the time. You know what I'm saying? She just
It's I really I don't think it's about her not taking the spotlight. I think she doesn't just want to be open about a lot of things in her life. She's trying to be secretive in a reality TV show. I don't think it's about not taking the spotlight. I just feel like she doesn't have anything she wants to share with the audience. That's how I feel.
yeah, I mean that very well could be, you know. I mean, why share all the juiciness there when she can share it on her own
Mm-hmm.
podcast? You know
Because
what I'm
that's
saying?
what I'm saying. She's making a lot of money from that podcast because sometimes she does membership only, where only members
Mm,
can be able to watch it. So you would have to go buy her membership or something to actually watch the show. So I feel like most times she's doing it just to get more views on her
mm-hmm.
YouTube channel and get more money, which is not
Right.
fair because a lot of people are paying subscription to be able to watch you on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So why do I have to pay double subscription? I am paying for the network to be able to watch you. Then I'll come back again and pay or subscribe for your YouTube channel just to also watch you.
Mm. Yeah, well, I mean, she's a businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? This is how I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the business side of it. You know, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You know, so if it was me, and I'm on a reality TV show, yeah, I'm gonna give you something, and I might give you a little bit more than you probably was expecting, but all the real deep down juicy shit, it will be on my show because I got a show. See what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you something on they show, because that's a bag over there. You know what I'm saying? But all my deep down, because they not paying for my deep down thoughts and recommendations. They're not paying for that. They're paying for reality, my everyday, what's going on with me and this a group of these people. But my inside of my brain, my heart, y'all ain't paying for all that. So if on my show is where the dollars are going to be made, then that's where that content is going to be.
I'm sorry, my network literally went off. Went
Oh,
off.
okay. But yeah, I was just to recap what I was saying. I was saying that if it was me, yeah, I would give the show so much of me, but my deep down soul would go to my podcast, because they didn't pay me for that.
Mm-hmm.
They paid me for a reality show for me to be with a group of these people and show how I interact with them and our day-to-day lives are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty
I
sure
actually just hope everything just
before she
gets
made these
better.
yeah, I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
guy.
before she made these decisions, it was in the contract. She read that contract,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think I know they pay her enough on the show, so I don't know why she's trying to make so much more from her YouTube channel. So I don't know. I
Yeah.
literally don't understand why she does that.
It's another bag. You know,
Well, it's true.
you gotta get it while you
Another
can.
bag.
You gotta get it while you can. You gotta get it while you're young. You know, it's out there. If it was out there and all you had to do was get it, wouldn't you get it? I know I would.
I would too. I would. Of course, I would.
Yeah. You know, if that bag is for her, then that bag is for her. You know, yeah, I'd be picking up all my bags. You know, are you there? Oh, did we freeze up? Okay. Yuzo, are you there? Oh, okay. I guess I'm in the show by myself. Okay, well, yeah, about that bag, I'd be all over it. 100%. You know, that's how you brand yourself. You know, you go out there and you figure out what you're good at, what you can do, where you can make the bag, and you go out there and you make it. Long as it's legal, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, long as you're not breaking any laws, you just go on with that bag. But I guess I'm on the show by myself. So if you enjoyed this show, don't forget to subscribe, push that thumbs up button, and join us again for the next live show with Unfiltered Yuzo. We like to thank you guys. You guys have a good one. Bye.
Sorry, guys. Our network literally went off for and also don't forget to join our membership. It's very, very much appreciated. We'll see you guys next time.